What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction video, man. Today we have Micah Gordon versus Shifty Linsanity for state title. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Michael Gordon and Ethan Lynn played in the same conference or whatever, but apparently they do. So this is probably gonna be a very good high level matchup. Ethan Lynn obviously is gonna pen after the 30-point loss by Illinois. I don't know if that's the right choice, and I don't even know if he can succeed there. Michael Gordon, I don't even know what schools are recruiting him, but he's very short, so we'll see how it is. But this is a state championship, so if Ethan Lynn can pull it off, bro, he might be one of the best Asian hoopers in high school ever, besides Jeremy Lin. And I hate how literally every time there's an Asian basketball player, they call it Linsanity, bro. Like, come on now. Everybody has, their own personality. Luckily for the person who titled this freaking title, his last name's Lin. But goodness gracious, Ethan Lynn's haircut is chopped. Who cut him? Not me, because I'm the best barber in Charlotte. What the hell? Come on now. Michael Gordon is really. Oh my goodness. Hezzy. That's a little corner right there, Michael Gordon. Skip the intros, man. Nice high-low action right there. He just got to finish that. Swing, white boy, air ball. He has the butterflies in his stomach for sure. Snake the screen, corner hit. Yeah, these are good looks. They're just not hitting. Come on, do something. There we go. Hey, that's what we need, though. If you're the best player, you got to get going early. Don't wait till there's, adversity for you to show up and actually try to shoot shots. I'd rather you get hot early. Come on, that's a bad turnover, Ethan Lynn. At least he got it back, though. Turn the ball over, get it back. That's a good attitude right there. Hezzy pull. Oh, come on. This is what you call a, $100 move, 99 set finish. We all know this dude loves to do that, like that the hang cross. But, he faked it right here. He just went by, but I'm not sure how he missed this bad. Maybe it's the left foot, right hand. Maybe he don't work on that. No foul right here. No contest. Just completely bricks it. I think the best thing right here, the only way to fix this is to basically just have more control when you're going up. You see how the ball is not like under his right hand? If he left it under more and he just, gave it less touch, that would have went in. Maybe it's the butterflies though. So if that was a game on the line type of layup, that would have been bad. But since it's not game on the line, I'm not gonna be picky. But I make that like 2 points could really mean the difference. Playing a little passive right now, just looking, not even looking at the rim. Taking the pick. Tough. I like that. Get downhill, get to the bag. Ooh, weight room. Lucky there was his teammate there. Nice floater, but you gotta make that. You gotta make that. Micah Gordon has been very quiet, so I'll need to see him get to work. There we go. There we go. Hey, speak of the devil himself. Ooh, nice way to avoid the offensive foul. Ooh. Man, this game getting spicy, huh? Maybe a little forceful right there, I'm not gonna lie. You got two, you gotta kick that one out. Especially if this game's gonna get physical, you don't want that wear and tear early. I need to see him cut when he doesn't have the ball, you know? Yeah. That's weight room. That's just weight room. Yeah, too much space. Holy offensive. How they gonna call the block or the reaching, but they're not gonna call that offensive? Falling for that pump fake was rookie. Come on, Ethan. Finally. That boy finally made a shot, bro. Cut, bro. That boy Ethan Lynn does not know how to cut at all. Can't just stand outside and wait for the ball to come to you, you know? He always needs a pick, too. I think literally every basketball play starts with a pick now. I mean, he creates an advantage every time, but it gets a little predictable at times. Another pick. He gets two. We need more cutters on this team, bro. Everybody just standing 5 out. Hezzy pool. Knocks down the free throws, though. Tough. Game time now. Man, that's a stiff rim. Swing the rock, guy. Come on, that's a bad turnover. Hey, one thing about Michael Gordon is he'll always take it in, you know? At least draw a foul or something. He's not like always just shooting. I don't even know if he can shoot for real. That's the thing. That might be an issue actually. Why are you gonna not even try to save it for real? Travel, holy. Gotta step up. You know a center can shoot if he's a little stubby, you know? Holy. That's a little walk. Yeah, you gotta finish that 2-3. Good steal, Lynn. Foul. 3 fouls in one play. We're not calling it because he's Asian, by the way. Come on, bro. That's low-key bad. Low-key? I see where he's coming from. Yeah, you want that trailer, but, like, come on now. This is a way better shot than a 3. But it's embarrassing how they both missed the layup, though. He always needs a pick to set up the O. Hey, I'll give him one tip about his jump shot, though. You see how his hands already just too locked? You know, be a little bit looser. It's too much under the ball for me. You know, for me, I want that this hand and this hand to be closer. When it's closer, you're not putting too much like wrist into it. You want the wrist to be more natural right here. You see how it's just already cranked up and the left hand has no guidance essentially when the shot goes up. So if I were him, just basically once he catches the ball, don't already have your hand too like under the ball. You see how this hand's too under the ball? Have it a little bit shifted up a little bit if I were him to have better control and grip over the ball. Because right now I feel like it's just straight right hand, no guidance, and that could cause an inconsistent shot. You know what I mean? That was an air ball, by the way. Come on now, okay. All right, this is the matchup right here. Passes. You know, the key to having a good offense is not having plays. You know, if you can move without the ball, you can move without set plays, then that's really where it's at. But if you can't do that, then you're gonna need those set plays, and you know your offense isn't just natural. But that was tough. Michael Gordon, Lynn. I think this is just proves you know who got the more potential right now. Fallon, Fallon, Fallon. Dang, this is tough. Let's break it down though. Michael Gordon, you know you wasn't ready. This right here, this literally gave the whole play away. Essentially, once he knows that you're not sliding your feet, he's just gonna drive. You beat twice. He could have took it in the first time, but he didn't. And one on your head top. Too easy for Ethan Lid, bro. Why is he complaining, bro? They didn't call that an and one? Hey, bro, be grateful. Sometimes your teammates are the only people that you have. Why is he complaining to them? Come on, you gotta make that left hand. Slide your feet, Lynn. Foul. Dang, no Micah Gordon clips. Oh, that's pro. Man, the other team's just not having anything fall. Come on, that's an advantage. That's a 4-on-5. You gotta hit that. Can we get some buckets, Gordon? Man, I swear he gets fouled every time he drives. Little foul baiter, I ain't gonna lie. The way he dribbles is just too easy to foul him, you know? You think you got the steal? No, it's a foul. And these refs just getting in the way of my footage.
Low key.
I don't know if I can see Ethan Lynn in the system, though. He's very Xavier Lee-esque, you know? Very on-ball type of guy. That center is too skinny, bro. Yeah, that was a late foul. If you're gonna foul him, foul him. That's a bad foul. If you're gonna foul the dude, you know, Ethan Lynn, you gotta basically just hold him, you know? And basically you didn't hold him, you just put your hand in there and that's weight room. So Ethan Lynn low-key has to hit the weight room, you know what I mean? You fouled him there, he got up. Basically, if you're gonna foul him, hold his whole body or something. Don't get called for flagrant, but that's one of the things you gotta understand early. If you're gonna foul somebody, foul him, you know? Do whatever you can to foul him, to be honest. It's a bad play. Got the shot we need right now. Yo, 25 points and 28 points in the third quarter. Both teams are offensively struggling. You got the big open. Come on, bro. Like, that dude just smokes layups for a living. He's tired, bro. They're gonna attack him, bro. Wow. Flop. That's what happens when you flop, you know? Never want to show that your play didn't work, and he just showed with his face that the play didn't work. Come on, attack the rim or something. The other team looks timid. Come on, stop looking around. Drive or attack. Goodness gracious. There's one thing about seeing what you got. There's one thing about looking like you don't know where you're even going. That's a tough shot. Tough. Just floated that bit up. So that's a mismatch. You gotta take that, bro. He's literally 3 inches shorter than you. Man, what are we doing? No offensive flow, bro. Goodness gracious. Tough. Good bump. I don't hate that shot, but goodness gracious. The other team knew they already had you guys on locks once you guys didn't shoot after like 3,000 passes.
Man, you see the fish?
Dang, holy, bodies flying everywhere. Slide your feet, gang. We over here just... Man, how is that the second buzzer beater? Why is Linsanity not carrying, bro? He's supposed to be a D1 commit. He's playing like a D3 commit. And they can't get anything to fall, man. This is low-key getting out of hand. The coach is not making no type of adjustments, bro. Can we get something in the lane? Yeah, Ethan Lynn is not showing that he's winning this battle, bro. How are you one of the best players on the damn court and you can't even get a bucket after 5 minutes? We really waiting for like our centers to miss layups, bro. That might be the icing on the cake, but it wasn't. Can we get a foul shot or something, bro? Oh my goodness gracious.
Nah, yeah.
Bro thinks he's Shay, bro. Hesitation already told me everything I needed to know. I'm not gonna lie, Michael Gordon, even though his plays weren't as flashy, bro, at least he's, making the most opportune buckets. Unlike Ethan Lynn, he can't even show up once when his team needs him. Oh my goodness, that dunk was OD though. Yeah, low-key MJS. Like, they just not making no type of adjustments. They had no offense for the past 10 minutes, and we're over here hesitating on the three.
Even without the ball.
He's not doing nothing with the ball, bro. This is the championship game, fellas. Championship game, and we're throwing up bricks. Oh my goodness, yeah. Michael Gordon won this matchup. I can't even lie to you, Lynn. He has gotten way more buckets in the last 2 minutes than you did the whole game. Like, look at this. Like, Lynn is not even trying to be aggressive. He's just passing it every time, bro. If you're the best player, bro, see, he's just dragging out the big. Attack the big, bro. Finally, bro. I don't know why he hasn't been doing that for the past 12 minutes, bro. I mean, I think there's a clear difference between, Gordon and Lynn right now. Lynn, he's a bucket getter, but he's not a first option. And he's not the best player on the team. Because he gets really passive, bro. Like, he's not really doing nothing when there's two people on him. He's not getting a shot off. The difference between Michael Gordon is he can get it both ways. He can pass it to his teammates and he can knock it down when the up. Are we really supposed to trust our teammates after they make three turnovers like that? Travel after travel after travel. Coach ain't doing nothing to help the bleeding. Abysmal performance by a lot of these folks. Half of their own bench already cleared out, bro. That's how you know the game over. See, at least I can respect number 10 for actually driving in and actually trying to get a bucket. Nobody else is doing nothing like that. Oof, offensive, brother. Like, he just retreats every time. Like, come on, bro. There's one thing to protect the ball when you're retreating, and there's another thing to continuously do it and not even look for somebody open, When you look for somebody open in the paint, that's a way better look than just swing it for nothing, Hey, man, Michael Gordon really turned this up. Yep. Hey man, they subbed out the seniors, they subbed out the star players, bro. They knew the game was done. All right, let's see. Number 11 has 20 points. Hey, can't even lie to you. Can't say I'm not surprised, bro. This was an abysmal performance by Ethan Lynn. I thought he was better than this, but it looks like he's a little passive when the time gets to it. Michael Gordon did his thing, you know. Even though his buckets weren't like flashy or nothing, he got it when it needed, and that's the most important thing when you're playing in a championship game. You gotta do what's needed, and Ethan Lynn didn't do what was needed, and the coach didn't do what was needed. So that's both of their faults, man. They gotta lock in mentally. They weren't ready. Like simple as that. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, bro. This was not a harsh video. This was just simply the truth, bro. Montgomery, please learn from this video. Email me, text me if you want notes or something like that.